I've been thinking about my golf game. Something that's happened is that I've just become really plateaued. My game hasn't gotten worse or any better in the last sort of couple of years. And I need to change something about that. So starting today, I am starting a 30-day golf challenge and documenting all of it on my YouTube channel here. I've kind of been working on a little bit of a schedule or a program that I can follow. And basically what I'm trying to do is just be a little bit more disciplined with my golf game, but also if we play golf, you genuinely care about how you actually perform. And for me, on a personal level, I want to make really good content. I want to make really good golf content to share with you guys across my Instagram. And to do that, I need to improve my golf game. In a nutshell, it's going to be 2 golf sessions in a day, both about 30 minutes or so. Most of them will be at home workouts, but I will incorporate kind of like range sessions, TrackMan sessions, and even some simulated golf. Cheese and Vegemite sandwiches. They're an Australian special. Starting today, I'm going to start with a gym session. That's a part of my normal routine for a week. I've been a bit slack over Christmas, so I'll try and get into kind of like 3, maybe 4 gym workouts in a week. But my program's gonna force me to get there at least 3 times a week, which is good for me. I like that. And then basically, I'm gonna head to a TrackMan session today and kind of get a baseline for where I'm at to start this challenge. So that'll be cool. I do that at the golf studio, kind of like 30 minutes from here. And then I'll come back, probably chill for the afternoon, and then have my second session, which will be I'll do that one at home on the Spawnia, and that'll be a bit of short game, a few drills. I think my program that I've written is stretching every day for at least 10 minutes, so I should build some discipline. And really I want to get better. I want to make better golf content. My goal for this year is to grow this channel and continue to become a better golfer, but the number one goal is to make really good golf content, and I need to play well for that. Alright, starting off with this 10-minute stretch routine. I like to start off with some upper body stuff, and pinning your arms behind your neck and then straightening up your body and your upper torso really helps kind of release some of that tension in my shoulders. So I start with that, and then it's a lot of twisting and sort of mobilizing my upper body. I really love this stretch. It does really help me a lot, and this also activates my lower back and kind of just gets me loose and ready. Off to the gym, and just my local gym here around the corner. I got a specific routine I'm following today for this upper body session, starting off with some standard dumbbell presses, working on my chest, so continuing that with some incline dumbbell presses, really trying to focus on building strength. Over this 30-day block, I want to try to improve my swing speeds and my ability to hit the ball a bit further, so having that core strength, upper body strength, and the strength in the legs is the focus. These kettlebell swings are awesome for golfers. Now be careful with this stuff if you're not someone that is used to going to the gym or doing kettlebell swings. There is a little bit of technique involved in it, so make sure you get some advice or some help. And then these rotational twists just on one knee. This has to be one of my favorite pro techs. I'm at Golf Studio. Big shout out to the guys at Golf Studio. Just been warming up at the basketball courts, and this is where I am for the day. Pretty lucky got upgraded to the Wilson room, the Wilson fit out stuff. If you're in Melbourne, in Moorabbin, come check out the Golf Studio, man. These guys Don't miss a beat. So today, working on a range session, going to be doing some benchmark testing. So club speed, try and figure out some sort of carry distances, those types of things. It'll take probably an hour session in here, take it back home, see how we go. Let's go get it done. Trackman session with some pitching wedges. I got a 110 meter target and I'm just focusing on warming up here. A couple of things I'm focused on throughout this Trackman session is benchmarking a few really important things that I want to track throughout this 30-day challenge. Number one is club head speed, and number two is around my ball speed. Number three is around dispersion. Now this is something that I think is really important, not only for my game, for just about every amateur that's out there, is understanding that a fairway can be 10 meters wide, 20 meters wide, or 30 meters wide. So we've got to try to hit that fairway. And to do that, the only way we're going to be able to do that is to control your starting line and your finishing point. And that, incorporates controlling spin and all those types of things. So that's the third thing that I'm practicing. Now, I moved on to my 7-iron here. And I was really pleased with the way that I hit this 7-iron throughout this Trackman session. I'm hitting 20 balls and really just going to benchmark my swing speeds. But what I'm focused on with my 7-iron is accuracy. I have a 145 meter target set here. And I'm looking to hit that target or be within a handful of meters from that target. Now you can see those first few balls pretty much on target. I think I had the distance a little bit off. But my general shot shape is a little fade, or a little butter fade, as I like to call it, from right to left. That one right there, that's a block. That's where my front foot, I come over the top, my front foot's planted and I don't rotate. But you can see I'm really happy with kind of where this ball is starting, where it's finishing. I've made a lot of progress in this area. It's really cool to set this benchmark. Now, I hit 20 shots in this session, and I'm going to show you how many of them actually made it to that target in a second. But my club head speed is around that 79 miles per hour. My ball speed is roughly about 100, and I missed that, but I think it's roughly 103 miles per hour. So the other thing that I also want to try to understand is average carry distances. We make a lot of choices on the golf course, and one of them is, which club to hit. And something that I want to incorporate is what's the carry distance rather than total distance. When you're an amateur, you can be obsessed with hitting the ball far and not realizing that you actually need to take more club more often. So understanding your average carry distances is another thing. So my average carry distance here for my 7-iron was about 140 meters, roughly. Somewhere less, somewhere more. And I had some bad swings in there. And this is me swinging at about 85%. So I'm pretty happy with like a 138, 139 meter benchmark for my carry distance at 85%. So if I were to go full out on this, I know I can go a bit further, but I just want a controlled shot that I can pull out on command on the golf course. Felt that straight away. Go. Here are the results. Averaged around 79 miles per hour. That's kind of what my launch direction, spin axis, playing a cut most of the time. This is my ball correlation. So 145 is the target. I hit 11 out of 20 and that's really good dispersion. So 7 iron, pretty happy with that. I wasn't really going after this too much, but these are my... really just focus on trying to hit the target, so really happy with that. Ball speed was kind of varied a lot. Total carry, and these are all meters, so... Time to move on to the driver, and I started off by blocking a bunch of shots out to the left here. It's kind of my bad shot. I do leave the face open. One thing that I realized through this session was my club head speed is actually pretty good. It's a lot better than it was 6 months ago. I was roughly about 101 miles per hour, and I get my club head speed up to about 106.9. I think I max out here with 153 mile per hour ball speed. So you can see I had some balls that rolled along the ground, but for the most part I put some really good swings together. And what I did not like and what I did realize was I'm creating a whole bunch of spin. So generally speaking, for amateurs like us and like myself that are around the 10 to 15 handicap, we're probably looking at like a 3,300 RPM or spin rate on our driver. Now what I'm creating is up to sometimes 4,300, and I think this one here was like 4,800 and no 4,063, sorry, and that's a lot of spin. Look at this, 106 club speed, 150.9 ball speed. Those spin numbers are just too high. So I really do have to work on trying to get that spin rate down. You know, the lower the spin or the better I can control the face of the club, it's going to result in less spin, and then less spin hopefully means that I'll be able to maximize a lot of the club head speed that I'm generating, which I'm not doing at the moment. So you can see there 4,160, 105 miles per hour, and it's only going 220 meters in total. So it's not ideal. But, you know, this drive right here, if you pause it and have a look, 106.3, 150 mile per hour ball speed, 248 meters in total. That's more likely. The numbers that I need to kind of average for this 30-day challenge at the end of it, I'd like to get that carry up. I'd like to get the total distance up. So pretty happy
some stuff
with my driver numbers. I'm consistently up at 105 to 106 miles an hour. My spin rate's really high, so I've got to fix something either with my driver or my swing. I'm losing a lot of distance. Whew, it's hot today, man. The 250 meter target, I didn't hit many of them, but I was really trying to swing really hard. So I had some really bad swings down here, but overall pretty good. I'm happy with that. In terms of ball speed, I'm 145 is kind of the average that I saw, 145 to 146, and my average club head speed was around the 105. So they're going to be my baselines for the start of this challenge. All right, back home, had a really good TrackMan session. Didn't hit the ball great, but my club head speed on my driver, really cool to see that. And I do have some stuff that I want to work on, but for now, it's time for lunch. Got a barramundi fillet with some traditional Sri Lankan dishes right here. I was born in Sri Lanka, my parents are Sri Lankan, and so I still enjoy and I love traditional Sri Lankan food. So finish this up and chill for the rest of the day. And I'm doing a little bit of crypto trading, which is a skill that I'm trying to learn throughout this 30-day challenge. So that's another thing that I'm really interested in doing, is while I'm getting my golf game right, and kind of pushing myself and pushing my golf game, barramundi fillet's good. I wanna learn a new skill. So follow along. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you do. And I'm gonna get into this. Are you hungry?
You hungry too? Well, you can't have any of this. You're hungry. All right.